show your appreciation in that moment. How did you feel? Did it good? Yeah? Relaxed, peaceful, nice, calm. So that is what meditation does. It makes you centered. It makes you completely centered. To give you peace, to give you calm. And that is what is Anapanasati meditation. Ana means inhale, Apana means exhale. Sati means to be one with your breath. So, my dear friends, let us all become our true self, our real self, the core of what we are. And meditation will help you do that. So let us all cleanse our personality vehicles and use every full moon, every opportunity. Do not miss any single opportunity. It can be a group meditation, it can be an individual meditation, it can be a meditation in nature, in a pyramid, in your home, in your office, on the road, doesn't matter. While you're waiting for your bus at the bus stop, when you're waiting in the car in the parking lot, utilize every single opportunity. Do not say, I don't have time. So thank you so much, friends, for giving me this opportunity. It was lovely to see you all meditate here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for such a, I mean, it's hard to speak up because it's relaxing, beautiful meditation, but I think we're all blessed to be here to experience it. And with your guidance and the energy, it's been amazing. And a powerful session on full moon meditation as well. I think for me, the key takeaway I would say is the preparation. I never knew about the preparation. I just thought it's that day of the full moon, but to prepare yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and mentally, sorry, to receive that. I think for me that will be eye opener, and I hope inculcate that into my practice. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am. And yeah, we would just like to show a token of appreciation to madam. So Lakshmi Garu, and I can ask for Malika Garu. Thank you so much. So friends, it's been an honor to meet Pari Madam here in UK. Actually, when I heard Madam is coming, obviously she's a celebrity in our meditation world, Patrici's daughter. I was thinking how she's going to be, how we have to behave, and I was thinking about that. But when I saw her pictures while she was traveling throughout the UK, everyone was sending the pictures. She was very close to everyone, hugging everyone, and all the pictures are filled with laughter. Amazing energies in the pictures. Then, when I met her last night, I got to experience her, how compassionate she is, a beautiful soul, and I'm really honored to meet her here in UK. And we are all very fortunate to meet her. So please do utilize this opportunity, friends. Please do interact with the great master. Learn, if you have any doubts, ask her, learn from her. So it's a privilege for her to celebrate Buddha Purnima celebrations with Pari Madam. Thank you so much, Madam. Tito. Thank you so yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. So friends, I'd like to share a little bit of my experience to inspire you all. I'm sure most of you know about me. So for those who do not know me, I'm Malika. I'm from Birmingham. So I'm very happy to meet you all here at my place, Birmingham. So, um, how many of you have watched the Pushpa movie? We all know the dialogue, "Taggede means we're not going to compromise." That's what I translated it in English. So, with this dialogue, there is so much to actually you can achieve. That's what I feel. Taggede ledu means we're not going to compromise. On what we are not going to compromise as the meditators. That's what I've been practicing, and then this is what I am implementing in life. So I would like to share those points with you all. So we, as you all know, we are practicing this meditation to experience that soul happiness, soul bliss. That is the ultimate aim, and it comes with practice. So I decided, every morning, if I say myself, today, no compromise, no matter what happens, I stay happy. So, taggede ledaka. And like this, there are in so many situations we can use it. Even when you are doing meditation, want to have thoughtless meditation. So always stay, that make the most out of the meditation by saying yourself, I am going to do a beautiful thoughtless meditation. I'm going to experience that bliss or experience the maximum benefit from whatever the time commitment I have given. So that is what we all can implement. So we do not have to compromise in life in experiencing the bliss or happiness if we know the correct wisdom. And the practice of meditation helps us a lot. So I've been practicing that. Fortunately, I experienced bliss in meditation, and with my intense practice of meditation. Yeah. So I've been practicing and teaching how to stay happy, how to stay blissful, how to get most from the meditations, how to do quality meditation. There is one story, it's a short story. Once Sri Krishna sent Arjuna to do meditation in the forest. He went there, but he could not focus. His mind is filled with a lot of thoughts, and then he could not focus on meditation. So he opened his eyes and he was looking around. He saw a tree. There two birds. He saw two birds. One bird is like it was chirping all the time. It is picking all the fruits, tasting it, and making noise. So it was restless all the time. The other bird, it was just staying quiet, just looking around, it was just was there. Then he realized, okay, the first one is making a lot of noise, while the second one is peace and contented. So those two birds are in me only. I experience those two birds all the time. When you are with your mind, the mind makes so much of noise. It want to evolve in all the acts. that it is seeing, and so it happens with the mind. At the same time, you have the other God also inside you, which is the peace, which is that original nature of the soul. So when we hold on to that soul, I might experience that peace. That's what Arjuna realized. And even though that noise is going on, he thought, let that bird make the noise. I will hold on to the second bird, which is that peaceful bird. And he sat in the meditation, and he experienced a beautiful meditation. So that is what, friends, I'm just saying this story. So when you sit in meditation, notice, observe the first word, let it go, hold on to the second word, and meditate. I'm sure you all experience beautiful meditation. Hope this story would help you all in experiencing a wonderful meditation from now onwards. And also, as I said, do not compromise on the quality of life. As the meditators, we are here to experience beautiful life, enjoy every moment. Life throws so many situations at us. There will be ups and downs. Sometimes we behave as yogis, sometimes we behave as children, sometimes, we do all the things. But hold on to the true self, that inner peace and then happiness and the bliss. Yeah. So, yeah, and so many people have been experiencing amazing benefits out of meditation. Today morning I spoke to Mr. Shakti. He's so committed. Every day morning he gets up to 2:30 and he did a Brahma Muhurta meditation with me, 3 o'clock. And he is saying, seeing amazing results with 6. And another meditator, Taji, she also did Brahma Muhurta meditation. And when I heard her experience, tears was rolling for me too, because the, that's how inspiring her story was. She has seen amazing benefits out of meditation. So friends, each and every meditator here is an amazing person. Interact with them very at the time, learn from each other, listen to their experiences, and also we have wonderful masters here. Please to interact and make the most of these 2 days. And also, when you are listening, be in the meditative state, observe the energies. These physical gatherings, the amount of energy you can receive is amazing. You can continue with this elevated energy for the months also. So we utilize every single second, and let us thank the organizers. I've been watching how the program has been planned and organized. Special thanks to Ravi Garu, who has established this platform, and who is working hard to run the events, and GK's Purnima Madam, Pani Madam, and all the masters who have come here to guide us and share their wisdom. So please do continue your journey, amazing journey, and always hold on to that bliss state and okay. Continue your journey, friends. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madhurya Garu, for your beautiful sharing. She's our Buddha Krishna master. She's done a number of times all night meditation where she has not slept for many days. And you've been an inspiration for all of us. Thank you very much.
Definitely, the practice of meditation can definitely improve ourselves. Each time I've been experiencing that. So the meditation does work. Thank you, friends.
So friends, energized? Yeah? Shall we energize even more? Ready for it? Okay, so we've got another wonderful speaker.
But to introduce him, I would like to invite Arpita, our vegan guide, where are you, Arpita, to take over.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm very, feeling very blessed to be here today. It's been 5 years for me, this travel into meditation. I would quickly want to share some couple of my experiences. So it might inspire ways to go into this part of meditation and spirituality. So the four truths, the basic truths of life, which pulled me to into this organization, Pyramid Spiritual Society, is meditation, and then the second one is vegetarianism, and then the third one is read books from different masters and to become more knowledge, and then the fourth one is be with the truth seekers. So these four things that Patriji spoke about one day during 2020, during the time of COVID. It pulled me. And the day when he told simply about the technique Anapanasati, without any hidden fees or charge or free, open heart. And it really, sorry, so that I won't get this thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is the main reason why I came into meditation, the four truths of it. So that day onwards, I started doing meditation 2020. And when I started meditating, I didn't have anything in mind. But now I know who am I and what's the purpose of my life. And since then, within 30 days, the wonderful and amazing thing that happened in my life was I became a vegetarian after 30 days of practicing meditation. I didn't have the intention to become vegetarian. And then within 5 days after becoming vegetarian, I became a vegan. And you know why we need to be a vegan and why we need to lead a plant-based life, which is something that most of them are not aware. The word between veganism and vegetarianism, it is a slight difference is there. When we say about vegetarianism, it is speaking only about food. Vegetarian, those who are eating food that are vegetable coming from the plant source, they are called as vegetarians. But who are vegan? Vegans are those who not consume any animal products. So, for example, once after I became a vegan in my life, many things happened. I manifested my dream job. Now I am working as an engineer in the F1 company in Cambridge. Before I was in Paris, and meditation helps us to become aware of who we are and what we have to do. Once we become aware and once we know what to do, we follow the purpose of our life. When we follow the purpose of our life, we attract the riches, we attract healthy life, everything in our life. So now I am happily say that I am living a disease-free life and I am living a abundant life. I have money, I have everything. Now I'm very happy. So this is what I really wanted to share with you guys. And last year for the Buddha Purnima event, I went to Germany, and there I got a strong intuition to start something called Tamil Spiritual Society for the people those who are in Europe. And along with Pavitra, we started the society, and many masters like Mohan and Leela Krishna and Hemant and plenty of people are contributing. And now I am very happy to tell you that many of the people those who join in the Tamil Spiritual Society have come here today for the event. So this is how miraculously the things will happen. And those people last year they were not aware of. Last year they were not aware of the word veganism. Now they are vegans after joining into Tamil Spiritual Society. And now I also want to let you know that I am a event coordinator of Vegan Society. So the stall is there if you want to come and know what what it is up to, what they are, contributing to the planet. Yeah, you feel free to ask me any questions. And with this, I am going to stop sharing of myself. I think it's a bit too much, but yeah, you can feel free to contact at any time. And now it's my honor and privilege to invite Mr. Dinesh Shah, who is the senior most meditator of Pyramid Spiritual Company. And he is the best example because now he is leading a balanced life, I would say. Because he used to be a monk for 14 years. He used to be a Guruji. And now he is also living a family life. And now, whatever I told you about the plant-based living or whatever is just a trailer. Now you are going to see the main picture, the full movie from Mr. Dr. Mr. Dinesh, and he is also a director of a company called Deloitte. So yeah, please, we are welcoming you, Mr. Dinesh. The stage is yours. Thank you.
I don't think he actually gave the trailer, he gave the whole movie. Just everyone, Sure. So I have to talk about, can everyone see the slides?
Yeah.
Good. So if I stand on the side.
Yes.
So we are going to talk about fuel and fuel for life. First, we start off with a question. How many of us here either themselves have a chronic illness or someone close to you within your family or within your close friend circle have a chronic illness like hypertension, high cholesterol, cancer, heart disease, or diabetes? Can everyone raise their hands? Is there any exception? I think you put the hands down. Is there any exception? No. So fuel for life. So fuel for life is fuel that we take in that is going to add healthy years to our life. Not only add healthy years to our life, but also prevent, reverse, and in some instances, cure chronic illnesses. But this fuel is not only for us to be healthy, it is also for the survival of our planet Earth. So, can I ask how many medical professionals are sitting in this audience? There are quite a few. So I am actually not best placed to give this lecture. So if I make any mistakes, please be tolerant with me and tell me afterwards. Yeah. However, a lot of people actually call me doctor. I don't know why. I'm an accountant with a doctor, but a lot of people call me a doctor. So food, is it mere fuel or something more than that? We think, it's 12 o'clock. I normally have lunch at 12 and I feel hungry. So when I say food, I think of it as being fuel. But we are mistaken. Food isn't just fuel. Food is what each and every cell of our body is made up of. So if we have a chronic illness, then the food that we eat is either going to act as gasoline or water on the fire, the illness that we have. So if we eat unhealthy foods, it is going to act as gasoline on the fire. If we eat healthy foods, it is going to act as water on the fire. So I'm now going to talk about my story. Somewhere in 2019, in November, my wife and I have a daily walk, an hour's walk. Now she is 10 years younger than I am. And we were walking up a slope, and she became very breathless. I said, I was completely okay that she was very breathless. So I say, this is not right. Until then, I didn't know anything about what it means to be breathless or what happens. My eldest brother is a GP. So he said, the first thing that you do is have an urgent appointment with the GP. So we arranged an urgent appointment. And the GP said, the first thing that we need to do is quickly have this test done. Cholesterol normal, blood pressure normal, everything was normal. So then, because my father-in-law had passed away when she was only 1 year old due to a heart attack. So the first thing that the GP said, we need to refer her 2 weeks, Royal Free Hospital. She was referred, and they did all the tests again, and everything was normal. So they said, there's nothing wrong. But that's because of my father-in-law's history, they said, we need to do a CT angio. They did a CT angio, and first thing, and in January, we got a call. We said, and the doctor said, you need to bring your wife in. We need to do an angiogram, and we need to put a stent in the artery. The artery is 80% blocked. At that time, I didn't know anything about stents and bypasses and nothing at all. We went in. Now, because we didn't have any time, we didn't have a choice. We went in, shared the angiogram, and the good thing is, okay. Shall I put this away?
Yeah.
Perfect. Even better. So then what happened was, they did the angiogram, and the consultant came, and the consultant said that luckily the blockage is only 50%, not 80%, and there is enough sufficient blood flow, and now she doesn't actually need a stent. So she did not actually insert a stent. But then he gave a prescription, a cocktail of drugs, which she would have had to take for the rest of her life. And then I asked the consultant, I said, isn't there anything that can be done to reverse, to cure this blockage? And he said, no. He said, you have to take this medicine for the rest of your life. And it is at that time, I did not feel right that, you cannot do anything about it. So I started doing research, watched a hell of a lot of YouTube videos, came across the work of Dr. Esselstyn and a few other cardiologists and surgeons. And it is at that time I realized that it is actually going to be possible to reverse the condition that she has and lead a very healthy life without the cocktail of drugs that she actually was prescribed. So during my research, what was my inspiration? The inspiration was Frances Greger. She was the grandmother of Dr. Michael Greger. He's also a very advocate of plant-based diet. So she had already had multiple bypass operations. She went to the cardiologist and he said, now there are no veins left in your legs that we can actually cut and give you another bypass operation. At the age of 65, she was in a wheelchair and she was told, you now need to go home and wait to die. So in the US, there are various centers, and she joined it is, at that time there was a critiquing center, and she joined that center at the age of 65. The prescription that she has been given is go home and wait to die. She joins this center, she's in a wheelchair, she could not walk. Within 3 weeks, going on a whole food plant-based diet, within 3 weeks, she no longer required a wheelchair. She could walk 10 miles every day, 10 miles. And on a plant-based diet, a whole food plant-based diet, she lived till 96, a further 31 years. This is the power of a plant-based diet. But the question is, the question is, most of us are actually vegetarians here. Is that right? Raise your hands who are vegetarians. But I have heart disease, I have cancer, I have high cholesterol, I have hypertension, I have all the issues that I just talked about. So what is the difference between this plant-based diet that I'm talking about and what we are eating?
So please take a mic.
Okay. So this whole presentation is about that diet, which will actually help us add healthy years to our lives. Now we talk about Dr. Russell's. For anyone who has, anyone in their families who's got heart disease, one sort of, any type of heart disease, I do recommend please read this book. Yeah, it is very, very good. It is eye-opening. I will send this whole presentation. I will, on WhatsApp, if you're on the group, I will send this whole presentation, so all the information is there. So Dr. Esselstyn was a surgeon, and he used to, operate on people. So what he felt was that he and his peers were not doing anything to prevent these issues. Then he himself changed his own diet. He and his wife both became totally plant-based. After doing that, the first experiment that he did was in 1985. They did a study on 18 patients. 8 years prior to that, 8 years prior to the study, they had already had 49 cardiac events. After 12 years being on a plant-based diet, challenge the mic, 17 of them experienced no cardiac events at all. And 12, when they did their angiogram, showed significant disease reversal. One had angina, but that one had actually gone back to the standard Western diet. They did a further study in 2014, nearly 200 patients. And a lot of them had stents and bypass surgeries done. After 4 years, 99.8% of the people who had adhered to the diet had no issues. But the ones which actually went back to the standard American diet, called the SAD diet, they actually, a lot of them had adverse events. Can I leave this mic? I'll speak a bit louder, yeah? So it's probably you can. So Dr. Esselstyn had a friend. He had a friend, Dr. Joe Crow. And he was also working in the same hospital. So this doctor starts getting chest pain. So the cardiology department again do a cholesterol test, a hypertension test, and a family history. This guy used to exercise regularly, so everything was normal, but he had chest pain. Just a month later, he suffered a heart attack. So then they did an angiogram, but then they realized that the blockage in the artery is actually quite low, so you can't put stents everywhere. So therefore, he couldn't have a bypass. They couldn't put in a stent. So Dr. Esselstyn then informed him to go on to a plant-based diet. In 32 months, it took a bit of time, that blockage completely got reversed, cured. So what does Dr. Esselstyn tell us? Once you start eating plant-based foods, you actually make yourself heart attack proof. Someone who has done so many patients, you know that people who eat this way will never have a heart attack. This is the power of a plant-based diet. Heart disease is a food-borne illness, and we are never going to end this pandemic with stents, with bypass surgeries, because we are not treating the causation of the disease. It's a food-borne illness. Now, some people, because once I go through this presentation, you will say that eating plant-based is extreme. They say some people think plant-based foods diet is extreme, but every year in the US, probably globally, it must be 1 million people who have their chest opened up, a vein taken from the leg, and then sewn into the artery. He says, I think this is extreme. Now let's look at the China study. China study is based on one of the largest comprehensive studies of human nutrition ever conducted, and data has been collected over a period of 20 years. The conclusions are actually based on a lot of data. The study they created included 367 variables, 65 counties in China, and 6,500 adults. When they had finished, they had more than 8,000 statistically significant associations between lifestyle, diet, and disease variables. And the conclusion was nutrients from animal products promoted cancer growth, whereas nutrients from plant foods decreased cancer growth. Very simple. So he says we learned that animal protein was very good at turning on cancer. Do you know how many? 589 million adults all over the world have diabetes. That is the total population of US, Canada, Mexico, and the Caribbean. 250 million people have diabetes but are not aware of it. By 2050, the number of adults with diabetes is projected to be nearly 850 million. In UK, over 10% of the NHS budget is spent on diabetes, treating diabetes alone. Thank you very much. Thank you. So diabetes is a condition where the blood sugar remains high. The sugar remains high in the blood, and consequently, it actually impacts a lot of our other organs in the body. I'm not going to go through this slide. So the next one is where Dr. Neil Barnard says a plant-based diet is a powerful tool for preventing, managing, and even reversing type 2 diabetes. Not only is this the most delicious prescription you can imagine, but it is also easy to follow. Unlike other diets, there is no calorie counting, no skimpy portions, no carb counting, plus all the side effects are actually good. So what are the health benefits of a plant-based diet? The first one is it promotes good health and reduces medication requirements. It lowers BMI and body fat. It lowers overall mortality. It prevents and reverses coronary heart disease. It prevents and reverses type 2 diabetes. It reduces incidence of hypertension and high cholesterol. It improves symptoms from chronic illnesses such as gout, rheumatoid arthritis, and MS. It boosts immunity. 60% of the immunity is actually in the gut. It prevents autoimmune diseases, and it also prevents a lot of cancers. Loma Linda University, they did a research. The difference, people who are on a plant-based diet generally tend to live 10 years more than people who are not. So what, you'll ask, what do you eat on plant-based diet? It's simple. You eat fruits, you eat vegetables, you eat whole grains, you eat pulses, and you eat nuts and seeds. What is the benefit? Plant-based foods have all the micronutrients, vitamins and minerals, phytonutrients, antioxidants, fiber, and plant-based diets are low in saturated fat and free of cholesterol. So what do we not eat? The first one is meat, because it contains animal protein. It shows that it can promote cancer. It is also associated with heart disease and stroke. IGF-1, similarly, it promotes cancer. Cholesterol is only found in meat products. And saturated fat, also, meat is high in saturated fat, and it leads to higher cholesterol levels. The second thing is daily. We are the only human beings are the only mammals who drink the milk of another mammal. Milk is a secretion designed to feed babies. Milk does not supply any nutrient that we cannot get elsewhere. Milk calcium is not necessarily protective against osteoporosis. It's the medical people here, you will be able to confirm. The people with the highest incidence of osteoporosis and those related diseases are actually in the countries where there is the highest consumption of milk, including the UK. Cows do not produce calcium. They get it by eating greens. Milk is very high in saturated fat. Milk protein, casein, is also linked to a number of cancers, prostate and ovarian, and liver cancer in children. Processed foods. One, they are stripped of fiber. They are low in nutrients. They are loaded in salt, sugar, and fat, all harmful for the body. They contain artificial ingredients. They are often high in refined carbohydrates. They are high in trans fats. And when you read a label, it looks like as if you are reading a chemistry book. And it is engineered for overconsumption. It has been altered to be addictive. Next comes our friend, all of us love sugar. Who doesn't? So once it's addictive to it's just obesity and we are going to gain weight. Cancer cells love sugar. It is an indirect cause of diabetes. We age faster. It weakens the immune system, and it is a cause of liver failure. It is a cause of heart disease. Oil. We can't do without oil, can we? We can't. So all I'm saying is reduce the amount of oil that you put in. You have to do your shark curry, put in If you're putting in 2 tablespoons, reduce it to 1. If you're putting in 1, reduce it to 1 teaspoon. And if possible, don't use refined vegetable oils. They are very, very bad for health. Use cold pressed oils, which are not that bad. So what is oil? Oil is empty calories. It's just calories, full stop. There are no other nutrients in it, just full of fat. So 1 tablespoon of oil is equal to 40 olives. Will we eat 40 olives? Will we eat 2 avocados? No. Fat is an essential nutrient. Our bodies need fat to survive, and it's easy to get the necessary fats by eating a variety of plants. And we get all the benefits, all the nutrition when we eat whole plants. So in a nutshell, I have used the word reduce rather than avoid totally. So first, animal products we should definitely stop. Second thing is dairy, if possible, please stop. Processed foods reduce. I know it's very, very difficult because it's just so easy to get supermarket. Everywhere you go, it's so easy to get. Sugar reduce, oil reduce. And what do we eat? We eat fruits, vegetables, whole grains, pulses, nuts, and seeds. Now we come to the planet. Forests are the lungs of planet Earth. And they are being wiped out at an alarming rate, being sacrificed for livestock, grazing, and feed crops. Animal agriculture is responsible for up to 80% of global deforestation, 80%, destroying irreplaceable ecosystems and driving countless species to extinction. Every bite of meat fuels this destruction, turning lush rainforests into barren wastelands. If we continue down this path, we won't just lose trees, we will lose the very foundation of life itself. Eating meat creates more greenhouses comparatively, okay? You eat a high meat diet, it's 4 times the greenhouses than a vegan diet. So animal agriculture is responsible for more greenhouse gas emissions than all cars, planes, and trains combined. The choice is clear. Rethink what's on your plate or watch the world pay the price. The amount of water required to prepare 1 kilogram of food is as follows. 1 kilogram of beef requires over 15,000 liters. 15,000 liters. Animal agriculture guzzles up 70% of world's freshwater reserves, yet provides only 18% of the calories. In a world facing increasing water scarcity, is this an efficient use of our most precious resource? This is how animals are raised. The food that comes to the supermarkets is this. They're trapped in filthy, overcrowded cages. Then they endure mutilation without relief, sickness without care, a life devoid of sunlight, just suffering till the end. This is the reality behind every neatly packaged cut of meat. The question is the fleeting taste for us worth their lifelong agony? Final slide, the power of choice. Transform, thrive, change the world. People have reversed heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer with this diet. What's stopping you from experiencing the same results? Science proves that this is the healthiest way to live. If you knew switching could save your life, why wouldn't you do it today? Every meal is a what? A what for your health, a what for the planet, a what for the animals. Make every bite count. Finally, the choice is yours. Will you step into a healthier, more compassionate future today? Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
So Dinesh, sir. Dinesh, Raj. My job is done. I'm going down. That's all. So, how did you feel about this presentation of his? I'm not supposed to come and do this, but I'm taking the opportunity, seizing the opportunity to thank him for enlightening us. He is kindly saying reduce. I would say stop immediately. Do you want to try to avoid cancer? Do you want to try to avoid heart disease, or do you want to stop it? So stop this. I would say stop. Am I right, sir? So meditation will create a compassionate heart within us. And that compassion not only is to our family members, to ourselves, and it has to encompass the entire animal kingdom and the planet Earth. So I'd like to urge everyone to kindly go for a complete, totally plant based food right now. Right now. Who is going to say right now? Don't do this. It's either you do it or you don't do it. I want to see the hands once again. Yes, for now.
Can I please take a picture?
Yes, please.
Can you please raise your
Hands. Those who are not raising hands, you don't care about your health, you don't care about animals, you don't care about your Mother Earth. So, can I see the hands once again? Who care about your health? Who care about animals? Who care about Mother Earth? So, those who are not raising hands don't care about us. Am I right? Yeah. So, let's be more compassionate towards yourself because your health is your wealth, isn't it? Your health is your wealth. If you're healthy, you can do more. You want to live longer, you want to die soon. You want to live longer, no? So that you can do more work, more be service oriented. Do you love animals? Those who use animals don't love animals. Whether it be for meat, fish, eggs, dairy, honey, leather, fur, wool, silk, animal tested products, and blah, blah, blah. I'd like to add something about who eats eggs here? I'm not eating it, so I'm just asking you to raise hands. Whoever eats eggs. Okay, thank you. So I would like to give a small word, small sentence. Do you know what an egg is? An egg is a hen, period. It's the menstrual waste of a hen. Just like us, we women, get our menstrual things, the egg is released, that is the egg. The egg is a hen, period. So now tell me who's going to eat eggs from now on? And there's one other video which I saw that there's somebody was doing some experiment on a piece of pork. She poured some coke on it and the parasites started coming out. Now who's going to eat pork? Yeah. So please become plant-based for your health. If you consider yourself an animal lover, if you consider yourself a nature lover, if you really want a beautiful earth for your children, for your grandchildren, and the generations coming forward. Thank you, Dinesh Raji, for enlightening us a lot. Thank you so much. And let us all meditate now. And Dinesh Raji, we have a small gift for you.
Thank you, ma'am. And thank you so much, sir, for explaining such a powerful topic in such a simplistic way that it's easy for all of us simple beings to understand it. So thank you again, and thank you for your time. Can I invite Kula, sir? Kula Ratnam, sir, to please come and felicitate Dinesh ji.
Now let us all meditate for 10 minutes for your health, for the animal kingdom, for the Mother Earth. Let us all extend our compassion to every living being on this planet and Mother Earth, and we will meditate for Mother Earth, for our fur friends, for our health. So please take off your spectacles. We do not need spectacles for meditation. Sit comfortably in a relaxed position. Cross your feet or fold your legs. Clasp your hands and start observing your normal, natural breath. Close your eyes. We're now going to extend our compassion to every living being on this planet. Extend our love, our friendship, our oneness to all the animal kingdom and the Mother Earth. Just be with your breath. No thoughts whatsoever. Empty your mind. Just be with your normal, natural, easy, simple, wonderful, beautiful breath.